Teaching your kids how to save is one thing. Getting them to actually do it is another, especially when they reach high school and college. Our next guest says there are some easy ways kids can invest. He should still know, or he should know, because he's still one himself. Brett Klasko is the founder and CEO of NewAgeInvestor.com, a website aiming to improve financial literacy among young adults. He's also a student at Emory University. Joins us now from Atlanta. Brett, good to see you again.
Good to see you, Ali.
Listen, your website's fairly new.
Yeah, we launched about 2 months ago, so yeah, it's pretty new.
Who's it aimed at? Who are you targeting on this?
Well, we're targeting mostly high school, college students, also middle school students, because one of our goals is to get people starting investing as young as possible. So, you know, mostly high school and college students, though.
All right, let's talk about things that you are suggesting. You got a lot of good information, and I want to get through just a few of them if I can. You think that everybody should open up a money market account at a local bank as a minimum?
Yeah, I mean, money market as opposed to checking, just because money market, don't get the ATM card, because you're just going to, when you have a checking account with an ATM card, you're just going to have the motivation to take money out whenever you need it.
Money market just doesn't make it convenient for you to take that money out. You should just be putting the money in.
Yeah, and don't bother getting an ATM card. Just keep it in there. I mean, I would suggest, you know, obviously you need some money to put in that money market account, so I would say get a job.
That's one of the tips in there. Here's the tough part. I mean, I bet you it's tougher to be a college student or high school student today than it was when I was there. There are more demands on your time.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you have classes, you have, you know, work from those classes. Most college students and high school students, for that matter, like to live a social life, so that takes a lot of time. So, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of constraints on your time, but most college, high school students can find time to get a job, whether it just is 6 to 8 hours a week. Let's say you work an 8-hour-a-week job and you make $6 an hour. That's $48 a week. I mean, that's about $200 a month. Let's say you need $100 of just to spend each month. Just putting $100 in each month, and then any excess off of that remaining money, you know, save that over time. And, you know, I usually suggest about $500 to start investing in the stock market at least. So 5 months is just $100 a month, but you got to be consistent. That's the important part.
Here's something that really wasn't much of an issue. I mean, I knew kids in high school and college who had very rarely you heard stories about them. Maybe they like to play the ponies or gamble some money away. It wasn't really a big problem. Online gambling has, according to you, made this a much bigger problem amongst young people who gamble their money away.
Oh, yeah. A lot of my friends gamble. I mean, it has incredible rewards when you win, but it's gambling for a reason. You don't win all the time, and you don't win most of the time. Most of the time, you're going to lose, and that's just a great way to lose money. Yeah, I mean, the stock market is, in essence, gambling, I guess you could say, especially with the speculation that a lot of young investors like to partake in, but it's a lot safer, and I guess it's a lot more legal as well. So I just wouldn't, I would stay away from gambling. I mean, I got into gambling a little bit, and I just got right out.
Yeah, it's easy to get in there. You know, my whole thing is eating out. I eat out way too much.
When you eat out, again, you spend more money. When you go to the supermarket, you just, or when you go on campus, a lot of students have campus meal plans, or when you're in high school, eat dinner at home. Sometimes mom's cooking might not be the best, but a lot of times...
hope your mother's not watching this.
I hope so, too. But a lot of times, just eating at home, you'll save money, whether you eat, at the student union in college, or just don't eat out at restaurants, because, you're talking probably $10, $15, $20, even more per meal. I mean, if you're trying to stay on like a $100 budget a month, assuming you have that part-time job, that really eats into it. And one other thing, I guess, on the topic of food is alcohol, and stay away from it. I mean, obviously...
Yeah, age-old problem. I don't know if anybody's going to be sitting here listening and say, hey, that's the answer to my money problems, but there's a big percentage of a student's money that disappears on booze.
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, obviously, we're not condoning drinking under the age of 21, but...
Good point.
Let's face the facts. It happens. Yeah. So you just want to stay away from it. It costs a ton of money when you go to... I mean, whether you just buy the alcohol, or whether you go to clubs or bars, and, obviously, if you're under 21, you need a fake ID, so that's just another big amount of money.
Yeah.
I mean, and, obviously, hopefully the government's not watching, but, it's the facts of life that it happens, so, and being in college...
No, you're right. You're right. Brett, good to talk to you. Good luck on the website. Come back and visit us again. Brett Klasko is the founder and CEO with NewAgeInvestor.com.